All right.
Alrighty. So welcome to our On Fire Empire Get Started Right call. Today is June 5th already. I feel like it just was June 1st yesterday. We are so excited to have you guys on here. It's so exciting getting to show you guys, how we run our businesses and how we share with other people, and just getting all of our new coaches started on being successful in their business. So we have an awesome PowerPoint that we're going to share with you guys, just to kind of go over each of the points of what you should be doing as a coach. And I want to move my mouse.
Let me put it in
presentation mode.
Yeah. Where's that button? Hold on.
I used to know how to do all of this stuff, and now I swear I've lost it. I thought I saw it on presenter view. No, slideshow.
It's at the bottom of the screen. Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so the first thing is the vital behaviors. These are the things that you should be doing every day. Number one, product of the product. Make sure you're taking care of you. That's why most of us started is, we had health and fitness goals of our own, and showing that these programs and products work mean that you're actually following them and doing them. So following the nutrition plan, making sure that you're pressing play each day and sharing that as well. And just showing up, being a product of the product. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's the nice thing about coaching, is we don't have to be 100%, health and fitness nuts. But we definitely want to make sure that we're showing that it is a balanced lifestyle and that we are working toward creating those healthier lifestyles for long term. Inviting is so important because, a lot of us, when we first share that first transformation, it's so scary, but so exciting. And you have a lot of people love bombing you. And then once you share more often, sometimes it gets a little quieter. You might not get as many comments or likes, but people are still watching. So if we don't invite them to what we're doing, they're not going to know that opportunity is there for them. So, somebody that likes or comments on your transformation post, shoot them a message and just thank them for being supportive and thank them for encouraging you and showing you some love. And, at the end of it, you can tag on an invite and say, would you want to do this with me? Or would you want to join this challenge group with me? I need all the accountability I can get. And just, shooting that invite. And it's not as scary once you do it more often. Those first ones are scary because, of course, we don't want to feel salesy and we don't want to feel icky, but it's not icky when you're genuinely excited about having them do this with you. So making sure that you are doing those each day, inviting to your challenge groups, inviting to the coaching opportunity. Even if you're a brand new coach, invite to the coaching opportunity. Tell them how awesome it is already to join this incredible team that's on fire, and just the community of it. You might not be, making hundreds of thousands of dollars yet, but it is such an incredible community to plug into that you can be sharing that. And sharing about the exciting coaching events that are coming up, Super Saturday, Summit, the trips that they can earn, talking about that is super important too, and inviting your people to that. Reading personal development is, I think, probably should be number one because it is so important. We say it's 80% nutrition, 20% fitness, and 100% mindset. You have to have your head right for yourself, for your family, for this business. It's really important to make sure that you are fueling your mind with positive reinforcement and positive encouragement and self-love every single day. If it's 10 minutes, if it's an hour, any time that you can hear those, positive affirmations, it's going to lift you up. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you tell your things those positive things will happen. And, the opposite is true as well. If you're telling yourself these lies and these self-doubts, you're going to doubt yourself more, and you're going to let those negative comments and things get into your head more often. So reading personal development is huge. Making sure that you, and you don't have to read. Not everyone has time to sit down and read. But there's tons of podcasts and audibles and just tons of different ways for you to get that PD in. And there's so many good books. Like if you need a recommendation, search in the team page for personal development. I think we have a files section even that has just a list of a million books that are just incredible. And then recognizing people in your challenge group for having, non-scale victories or scale victories, or maybe they did, maybe they're an incredible challenger in your group, and cheering everybody on, and you're recognizing them for that. Recognizing people on your team for hitting goals in their business or hitting goals in their health and fitness or any of those things, and just, shouting out your people and shouting out the people that you see are being successful and doing really well. And we just want to make sure that we recognize them, because it feels good to get recognized and to say, hey, it's kind of a affirmation that you're doing the right thing and you're doing what you should be doing. Okay, so the new coach checklist. This is, and you should get an email. There's a couple of you I still need to send your emails, so make sure that you look in your inbox for that. But you want to check your coach breaking news in your office each day. So when you log into your coach online office, you can go to the back office and check the breaking news. That's going to tell you what programs are coming out. That's going to tell you about the Success Club prize for the month. It's going to tell you about upcoming trips or events, all of that good stuff that you need to know. It gives you the FAQ numbers for where to find, more information on each of those too. And then the National Wake Up Call. That's kind of like our business meeting every single Monday, basically, that we listen in on. And it's usually, a coach that's very successful in their business, that's doing really well, and they share their best tips with us. And so that's every Monday, 8:00 Pacific, and they're recorded. So again, if you don't get a chance to watch it live, you can listen to it later. But those are really great, and you can always go back and listen to old ones like anytime. Our team calls are the first and third Tuesday of each month at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And again, if you can hop on those live, like, it's the best being on here with everybody. But we do record them. So if for some reason, you have a date night scheduled that night, or you don't have a sitter and your kids are acting crazy, like mine are most of the time, you can either just listen and turn your video off, or you can listen to the recording later when you're doing laundry or something like that. And then you need to download the Zoom plugin. So on your computer, I don't think you have to have one on your computer, do you? No, it should just automatically go on your computer, but on your like iPad or your phone, you do have to have the app. That way it directs you to the app if you're logging in from your phone. And then make sure, if you're a brand new coach, you just started, start using your workout program and meal plan today. So you, again, being a product of the product, you want to make sure that you are starting day one and sharing that day one. Sharing, you don't have to have this huge transformation to start sharing with others, because if you say like, hey, I'm starting day one, I've got 20 pounds to lose, who wants to do this with me because I need some extra accountability, chances are there's going to be a lot of your friends and family that want to join you and do it with you. Staying active. An active coach has 50 PV, which is personal volume. So any product that adds up to 50 PV. And then an Emerald coach needs the 90 PV to stay active, and that is your Shakeology. So as long as you have your Shakeology on Home Direct, each month it will stay active. And then finding answers. So this is really important because as new coaches, we have so many questions. We're so excited to share with people. We have people reaching out to us asking questions. And so knowing where to find the information the quickest is, your best bet. So the Coach FAQ is in your online office. You just go up to the little help tab and go to the FAQ and just type in a keyword. Like if you want to know about Lift 4, you type in Lift 4. If you want to know about, Success Club or Challenge Packs or Summit, you can type in any of those keywords in the FAQ, and anything having to do with those keywords will pop up and give you more information. If you still can't navigate that very well and you're having a hard time finding what you need, go to the team page, On Fire Empire team page. Again, in that little search bar, you can search just about anything and it will pop up. PCOS, Hodgkin's disease, Hashimoto's, diabetes, Shakeology, whether it's gluten-free or not, anything about coaching, like any kind of keyword that you can think of, you just type in that search, and any other conversation or question that any other coach has asked is going to pop up with those answers. So like there was a coach today who had posted and asked about to be mindset. And I remember another coach asking about it the other day. So I went and just tagged her in the other post so that people didn't have to repeat, what they had just said. So again, that search bar is super easy to get quick answers. And if you can't find it, you can post in the team page too, post your question. YouTube is a really great resource for trainings, for our team calls, for anything you're wanting to know. Like if you have no idea, how to do Instagram or Instagram stories, go to, YouTube. Logan's a YouTube queen. She's finds all the good videos. But literally there's so many on there. Like you just have to YouTube, again, use that search, the keywords, and all these awesome trainings will come up for you. If you still can't find the answer from going through the FAQ, asking in the team page, or searching in the team page and looking through YouTube, then message your coach. Your coach should be kind of the last on the list, just because it gets a little bit overwhelming if we're getting lots of messages in our inbox. But of course, we want you to message us if you can't find the answer. That we're here to help you guys be successful and support you. But just kind of go through that train of I can't think of the word.
Sources. I wanted to add also on our team page, if you didn't see it today, we're trying to start utilizing the units within the group page. So there is a tab that you can click on that says units, and all it is trying to organize the posts that have kind of been in there. So there's a unit for Lift 4. So if you go to that unit, all the posts that give you information about what we're doing with Lift 4 are there. There's a To Be Mindset unit. So if you go to that unit, all the posts that were posted, questions, information, whatever about To Be Mindset, I tried to put them all together. I have team call recordings as a unit. So if you want to go back and listen to any of the team calls, this is a newer feature, but just wanted to make sure you guys knew that was there too.
Yes. I'm excited to start organizing. I'm the organizational queen, not, but I'm trying. I'm getting a little bit better. But yes. And yeah, don't apologize for contacting your coach. We are here to help you, and we're not going to not answer your question. It just is a lot quicker if you go through that chain first. You'll probably find an answer a lot quicker than your coach is maybe able to get back to you. And then, Logan got 5,001 messages from me the first week, I think. So And she still does. Okay, so navigating your online office, watch the overview video. This will kind of show you how to log in, where to find everything. Make sure that you are checking your sponsorship drill down every single day under the Monitor Your Business tab to see where your coaches are in your downline, just to make sure that you're kind of keeping an eye on everything. You can check your volume in there. You can check your customers in there and all of that good stuff. Know how to contact coach relations. I have this number saved in my phone for when I need to call them really quickly. You can also email or hop on chat with them if you have a question, if you need to, update something or just any question in general. Set up your website. Make sure that you have, a short little bio. Make sure that your information is all up to date, your address, your email. Make sure you have a before and after picture uploaded to your website, because once you go Emerald and you start hitting Success Club, you, and we'll talk about this more later, but you get qualified like leads. So, we're going to talk more about that later, but it's important to make sure you have all that info set up on your website. And then set up your direct deposit. That will be so that you don't get a check and they don't charge you to cut you the check, and it just will go directly into your account. And with that, I highly recommend, like if you are building this business, I highly recommend setting up a separate Beachbody account so that you can keep track of, incoming and outgoing. It's just a lot easier to track for taxes and stuff at the end of the year. All right, setting up your customers. We use Share a Cart. If you are using an iPhone, you need to go through like a different browser than Safari. I don't know why they haven't fixed that yet, but you need to go through, I use Chrome, but I know like with some of the iPhone users, when they were using Safari, it was kicking them out for some reason with the newest update. But you'll use Share a Cart, and you want to use it to set up your new coaches and your customers. You just get their email and their name. If you're setting them up with a challenge pack, you need their shake flavor. Logan has a really awesome progression post that I think you posted that, right, in the team page of the Danielle Natoni thing where she talks about like adding, yeah. So like she'll talk to them about sort of like, she sends them a form basically. So they fill out the form and say like, do you want to add pre-workout Energize to help push you through your workouts or this? And she'll give them that form to fill out so she has a better idea of how to build their cart, and make sure that, that you're not short selling them basically, because a lot of times they get into the challenge group and they're like, well, wait a second, what's Energize? Or wait a second, what's this recover stuff you keep talking about? Like, I'm really sore. I need something.
I've been so shocked because I've been using this for like 2 weeks maybe. And I have a couple different forms. I have one that is like specifically for 2B Mindset, because that was like our focus, like since it just launched. I have one that is for like a more general like accountability challenge group. And then, so that one is more like incorporating fitness, whereas the other one, is more like nutrition. And then I have one more specifically for coaches. And it actually saves me so much time in like back and forth conversation that I have to have with people, as far as like finding out like what all pieces they're interested in, if they're interested in Energize. Because a lot of times I won't like tack that on if they're interested in Energize or if they're interested in bars, because I don't want them to ever feel like I'm just trying to sell them like more and more and more product,
Right.
When I'm already just like so thankful that they're investing with me. But this is a way that I can send them like a really quick form, and I create mine through Woofoo. You can create a free account. It's WUFOO.com. You can create a free account to have up to 3 forms. If you want more forms than that, then you have to like upgrade and pay. But then like once I get like the fact that they're like interested and they're really wanting to do it, I can say like, this is perfect, I'm going to shoot you this form, and you can just fill it out really quick and get back to me, and it's going to give me an idea of what is going to fit you best. And so like in there, I'll ask them like if they're already a Beachbody On Demand member, because a lot of times people are, that they've just like signed up through the website. So then you kind of have to go through the process of getting them switched over to be your customer. I ask them if they are interested in 2B Mindset, or if they're interested in upgrading, if they're buying 2B Mindset, if they're interested in upgrading to include BOD. I ask them what Shakeology flavor they want, and I list them all out. I ask them if they're interested in Energize, if they're interested in bars, if they're interested in signing up as a coach. And so it just saves so much time in like back and forth conversation. And then I just have all their information right there. It's really easy for me to go back and look at that form and see like, what exactly did this person want to sign up with? So it might be a little advanced for a new coach, but I can share my forms that I've been using in the team page, and they're really not complicated to create. And then once you have them, you have them. So it's a tool that I've only been using for a couple weeks, but I really, really like. So
yeah, I definitely need to get those done, because I think it really helps show them that there's more than, just Shakeology, and not just Shakeology, but like that there are other things that will help enhance their results and help them, with their journey. So the next thing is the BB links. And this one you'll really only use for your current customers. If they're like, hey, I need the 80-day resistance loops. How do I order those? Then you can send them the BB link. And that is an app that you can download. It's just BB Links app, I think, or Beachbody Links. Yeah, I don't send those to new people just because sometimes like if they already have a current account, like Logan said, like maybe they already have bought, or they bought, Insanity 2 years ago and they have an account with, whoever they were assigned to. So I always make sure that I only send those to current customers.
I only use Share Cart now, even for current customers. I think we should update this slide, because it used to be like there were a couple things that weren't on the Share Cart, but I think it's all updated now. Would y'all agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys that are on here and are new, just know how to use Share Cart. It's super simple. I wouldn't even worry about trying to figure out the links, to be honest.
And you can, because in the past we weren't able to enroll like existing customers using that, and now Share a Cart, you can still send your current customers an email, which is nice. And then you can copy the link and just text that or message that right to them too, so they have it both. Okay, so the business ranks. So coach is the very first rank. You'll once you sign up as a coach, you're a coach. And then an active coach is someone that has 50 PV. An active Emerald coach is someone who has 2 active coaches, 1 on each leg. An active Ruby has 4 coaches who are all active, and then 1 on each leg is also an Emerald coach. And then an active Diamond is basically Ruby, except you have 8 total coaches, and then 1 on each leg is Emerald. And the PV is important to stay active, because once you get higher in rank, you need to make sure that you have a certain amount of PV to be an active rank. So like with, once you get to Ruby, you need at least 75 PV. And once you get to Diamond, you need at least 100 PV. And once you get into the Star Diamonds, it goes up from there too. But you also can get PV from customer orders, which helps too. So like if you're on Shakeology Home Direct and it's 90 PV, but you have, a few customers that are on Shakeology HD, that should make up for it. But that's another reason you need to be checking your online office every day, because it will show you what your current PV is. before each Thursday so that you know that you're active for whatever rank you are. How do I earn? Okay, so your first earnings are going to be 25% commission. And this is on all retail sales. So challenge pack, BOD, Energize, resistance loops, anything basically that you can purchase. You'll get that first initial 25% commission. If they sign up as a customer and they sign up with like HD, Shakeology or HD Performance Stack, then you'll get that commission each month that they keep it. If you sign them up as a coach, you'll get that first commission still, but then you don't get commission after that first initial purchase. You get volume, and that volume adds up into team cycle bonuses. And you won't necessarily see a lot of cycles when you first start. When you're starting to build your team, it takes a little while to build that team and build that volume. But once you do, it becomes that long-term residual income. I know for, most of us girls who've been in this for a year or 2 or 3, that's where most of our income comes from, is those team cycle bonuses through our account, through our spouse's account, through, those of us that have second CBC. Like, that's where a lot of that residual comes, is from the volume and the productivity of our teams. So as an Emerald coach, you get $14 per cycle. And a cycle is when your strong leg is at 200 PV and your weak leg is at 100 PV, you get a cycle. So if you have, like 10 people on HD over here and 4 people over here, add that up real quick. And depending on what it is, like let's say you have 600 PV and 200 PV, then you would get 2 cycles. And then the rest of that didn't cycle would roll over to the next week. And so it rolls over, which is nice. Like, it doesn't go away. It rolls over to each week. As a Ruby coach, you get $16 per cycle, and then you cap out as a diamond or star diamond at $18 per cycle. And there are caps on those. I think Emerald's like $250. Ruby is $1,000 or $1,500. I'm not sure exactly what the caps are, but once you start to cap that out, you definitely want to make sure that you're advancing in rank. That way you're able to maximize that comp plan. And then the Fast Start Plus bonus is $100 for every 5 coaches signed up with Shakeology Home Direct or a challenge pack in a 5-week period. So if you sign up 5 coaches within a 5-week period, let's say you sign up 3 coaches this month, and then the first week of July you sign up 2 coaches, you'll get that $100 bonus, which covers your Shakeology. And that doesn't even count your commission that you make or your future team cycle bonus. And then quarterly star diamond bonus. So I remember like Logan telling me when I very first started coaching that there's these bonuses for certain ranks, and telling me about this coach who was like a 15-star diamond in 4 different business centers. And I was like, holy moly, like that's insane. And so these bonuses are really exciting, because if you are a 2-star diamond coach and you hold that rank for 6 weeks within the pay period, so it's like goes by 3 months, each quarter, then you get a bonus. And if you are a 5-star diamond coach, you get the 5-star bonus and the 2-star bonus within that quarter. And if you're a 10-star, you get the 10, 5, and 2, and then so on. So if you're a 15-star diamond coach, superstar coach, you get all 4 of those bonuses within a quarter. And if you hold that for the whole year, that's 4 quarters that you get all 4 of those bonuses. So rank advancing is important in your business, because, not only is it showing that you're really building your team and that you have amazing builders in your team, but these bonuses are incredible and can be like such a huge blessing for, paying off debt or all kinds of things. Like it's really limitless, like what you can use that for. Okay, Success Club. I am going to pass this over to Miss Lindsay, and she's going to talk to you guys about Success Club.
Hi, guys. So my name is Lindsay, and I am a full-time teacher, and then I have 2 kiddos, and I live in Tri-Cities, Washington, just to kind of give you a quick little backstory. So Success Club was like, when I started coaching, I was really confused. Like, Renee just told me you need to change 3 people's lives a month. Okay, that's cool. I can do that. Like, awesome. Like, that's simple. 3? Like, okay, cool. So that was kind of always in my mind as a non-negotiable for me, because when you help 3 people, you are hitting Success Club essentially. When you sign up somebody with a challenge pack, a completion pack, Shakeology HD, which means that they are getting it like every month. And then any HD item that's 90 or higher, you are getting, sorry, I get really excited and then I start moving all around. You get 2 points per person that you do that for. So essentially, if you help 3 people with the challenge pack, that's actually 6 points. And you can get 1 point when, what does that say? I forgot. 1 point when they sign up for, what is it, you guys? I gotta grab my PowerPoint here.
When it's like an HD item,
yeah,
when they're added together to 90. So like
yeah,
Shakeology boost, or like a performance line item with a Shakeology boost. It's kind of a rarity that you get 1 point.
yeah,
but it does happen.
Yeah. So I think the cool thing about Success Club is you are changing like someone's life. Like when we sign someone up with a challenge pack, we don't just sign them up and say peace out. Like we are signing them up, we are helping them with their meal plan, we're helping them with the program. We're essentially starting them on their journey. And think about you guys when you started your journey, like how excited you were and nervous and scared and fearful, but just so ready for a change. And we get to do that. Like that's us. And I just think that's just so monumental that we get to help somebody essentially get to that happiness again and get back to really what they want and meet their goals. So that is what Success Club means. What's awesome about Beachbody is they give you a prize every month for hitting Success Club. And I'm all about the free stuff. Like, give me all the free stuff because yes, please. Like, I'm going to change 3 people's lives. What are you going to give me this month? Like, which sounds probably greedy and not nice, but I mean, it's cool, right? So sometimes it's like a fun tank top. Sometimes it's like a fun, like workout mat. We've gotten cute bags. We've gotten, tons of random stuff. We've gotten PD development, like Brendan Brouchard did one. We got a free book one time. Rachel Hollis, the author of Girl Wash Your Face, is the PD for this month. Yes, please. I think she's my best friend. I mean, she's not, I don't even know her, but yes, please. Like, it's just so fun. Last month, there was a bobblehead of Joel, which is the new program launching called Lift 4. Like, it's just really fun things, And what's also kind of fun is like, if you get a C and you don't necessarily want it, you could always give it as a prize to one of your challengers, like, which is cool too. So I love that. If you hit Success Club 3 months in a row when you sign, that's called the Success Club All-Starter, Unlock Success Starter program. And so when you hit that, I don't really know, you guys, I don't know the details on that. Someone might have to chime in because I don't know what that is.
So with a Success Starter, you hit Success Club your first 3 months of coaching. If you sign up in the middle of the month, let's say you sign up June 15th and you don't hit Success Club in the month of June, and you still hit it July, August, September, you still will get Success Starter, and you'll earn your free ticket to Summit for the next year. And Summit is our annual coaching event. We get to go in a couple weeks, which I'm so excited about. And like, put that on your goal list because you have to be there. It's like the most amazing experience, and it's so fun, and we get to just like hang out with all of our besties for the week.
So along with, fun prizes and all of that, is they have an annual Success Club trip. every year, usually in like April or March. And then this, I'm sure some of you guys have seen our pictures, but this last April, we all got to go to the Riviera Maya in Mexico. They paid for our hotel. They paid for our food. They paid for our endless margaritas. Like, yes, please. And you guys, like, they treated us like royalty. Like, they pulled out the red carpet for us. And for those of you guys thinking like, oh my gosh, there's no way I could do that. You guys, I did not even get an invitation for the trip. That was in April until December 2nd. I wasn't a diamond. I wasn't anything. I was an emerald. But something I did when Renee told me to change 3 people's lives a month, I did it. I did it from the beginning, and I hit Success Club, just Success Club 5. I didn't get 10 or 20 or 50 like Haley. I just got 5. And you guys, I got to go to Mexico with my husband for 4 days without kids and have a break and go and hang out with my best friends drinking margaritas in the pool. Like, pinch me? Are you like real right now? Just for changing people's lives, you guys, and inspiring other people. It was incredible. It was incredible. Yeah. I think the biggest thing is, hitting Success Club basically is you're pushing your business forward. When I first started coaching, I just started changing people's lives and having girls under me. And eventually, those girls were the girls that started to want to be coaching and that, helped me. And so, changing people's lives and hitting Success Club really is the foundation of your business and really what helps you kind of start to grow. And, if you have big goals, if you want to stay home part-time, if you want to stay on full-time, if you just want to cover your shakes, if you want to have a date night, pay for groceries, whatever it is, this is a goal that you need to set for yourself starting now. June is going to be your first month. And how are you going to hit Success Club? What are you doing? Are you doing the vital behaviors? I think first and foremost, like Renee said, is you're taking care of you. You're using the meal plan. You're using your workouts. You're reading PD because you come first. You can't help anybody if you're not helping yourself. And after that, then you get to go change lives. And it's incredible. So.
And I want to add, we need to put this on our PowerPoint, but to actually quote unquote qualify for Success Club, you have to be an active coach with that 90 PV every month. So there are I think it was in April maybe, we had 3 people on the team who got Success Club 6, but they didn't qualify because for whatever reason they put their shakes on hold or whatever. They didn't have their HD PV. So like I said, that's something we need to add to this and make sure everybody knows. So that is one reason to make sure you've got your shakes coming in or beach bars or performance line or whatever it is on HD so that you can qualify for Success Club.
I think it's my turn now. Does everybody need to stretch and take a little body break and wake up a little bit? I know that we are throwing so much information at you. And as a new coach, that can be a little overwhelming. So I just want y'all to take a minute to take a deep breath. And even though we are giving you so much information and a lot of this probably feels like a completely foreign language to you, you are going to pick it up. There is a learning curve to coaching, just like there is to any other job that you're going to do. If you were a teacher, think about how many years you went to school to become a teacher. And same with me, when I became a nurse or when Haley became a physical therapist, and all of a sudden you graduate with this degree and they kick you out of the nest and you're okay, you get to go take care of people now. And you're whoa, I definitely don't feel qualified for that. I know as a new coach, that's probably what you're feeling right now. But the best thing to do is to just learn through experience like you would with any other job that you're going to do. Do not be afraid of failing because we have all messed up and fallen flat on our face and gotten up and dusted ourselves back off. We've all had conversations with people that didn't quite go the way we wanted. And, you can always go back and say, hey girl, I'm so sorry. Can I have a redo? Because I totally just word vomited 5 months worth of information on you. and I need to apologize. That was one of my like biggest things that I did wrong in the beginning as a new coach, is just like, if I had someone that would message me and say like, tell me more, I would tell them all the Beachbody things. Like, I would like, these are the ingredients in Shakeology and these are the programs, and it would be too overwhelming for people. So now, you know, through experience, you know, I've learned on how to, you know, first of all, thank them for taking the time to message me, and I instantly turn the conversation back onto the person and ask them, you know, what their goals are or what they're struggling with. I don't tell them anything about even though their question is like, what do you do? I instantly turn it back to them and digging into their goals and, you know, what they're struggling with and what they're hoping to accomplish and what they hope I can help them with. So just take that little nugget and keep that in mind when you are having conversations with people, to prevent yourself from completely vomiting like all the facts onto people. One thing that is just going to kind of be a little bit of a learning curve in the beginning is social media. We do not expect you to come in here with like a perfect professional social media and know like exactly what to do as a coach. And I just want to reassure you that you do not have to have a massive social media following. You don't have to have like over 10,000 followers on Instagram in order to be a successful coach. When I first started coaching, I don't think I quite had 400 followers on my personal page. And what I did was just took my personal Instagram page and opened it up to make it public because it had been private before. And I just started to share my journey. Some people have created like separate accounts where they document more of their like fitness journey through there. Me personally, I just decided to transition, since I already had followers there. I just decided to transition directly into using my personal Instagram as, you know, a platform for my coaching business. This does not mean that my content on my page immediately turned to everything health and fitness, because this is another mistake that we can kind of make as new coaches is, okay, I'm a coach now, so everything I have to post about has to be health and fitness, right? And I want you guys to remember that through this whole like journey, yes, we love Beachbody, and Beachbody has done incredible things for all of us in the way that we look and the way that we feel on the inside. And we bleed Beachbody blue, but our brand is not Beachbody. You know, my brand is Logan, Haley's brand is Haley, Lindsay's brand is Lindsay. And we are all different and unique individuals, which is what makes everybody so successful in their coaching business. You know, you don't have to worry about like, is the market totally saturated with coaches already? Because there might be, you know, a lot of coaches out there, but you are the only one that is like uniquely you, with your experiences and your story and your history. And you individually are going to be the one that is going to impact people in the future. So when you are starting to share your journey as a coach, I want you to focus on sharing like 1 to 2 quality posts a day on your social media. Back in the days when I was starting and the way social media algorithms worked, they liked us to share 3 to 5 times per day in order to stay relevant, like with the algorithms and making sure that people were seeing your content. Luckily, the algorithms don't necessarily like that these days. So we really want you guys to focus on, you know, 1, possibly 2 posts per day. When you are like going to share your workout, if you were like going to take a picture of your sweaty selfie and share it that you got your workout done, I want you to dig a little deeper into the message that you're sending with that photo. Instead of just posting a picture of yourself all sweaty after your workout and saying like, got my workout done, hashtag 80-day obsession, I want you to write a little bit deeper into like, how did you feel like before you started your workout today? Or was there anything that you were struggling with? How are you feeling like now that you got it done? Like, dig a little bit deeper into sharing like the why or the root or some of the more, the deeper things that you were feeling in regards to your workout today. Same goes with Shakeology. Like, you don't need to take a bunch of photos of you like with your shaker cup with your Shakeology like this and just saying like, drink my superfoods today, hashtag Shakeology. Because people, a lot of the times people aren't very receptive to those kind of posts because pretty much everybody on social media these days is selling something, and these are the kind of pictures that people are going to like keep scrolling by instead of something that is going to be a little bit more eye-catching. You know, I like to talk about, when I talk about my Shakeology, I like to talk about how my shakes like obliterated my Starbucks addiction, my like massive Starbucks addiction that I had before starting this journey. I thought that I couldn't function without having this like giant coffee and a breakfast sandwich every day because I had a 2-year-old and a baby and I didn't have time to cook myself breakfast. And so we would just load up and hit the Starbucks, and, you know, I'd spend a crap load of money. And how, you know, so I would address not only how my shake takes like 2 minutes to make, so it's super simple for me who just like does not have those extra minutes in the day. It tastes amazing and fuels me, so I'm not having that like big sugar crash of like a coffee. Plus it's helping me reach my fitness goals, and it's saving me a ton of money because I'm not, you know, I was spending double or triple at Starbucks what one shake, you know, cost me. So I'm actually like addressing a lot of you know, hesitations that people might have about like price objections and like, you know, is it worth it and all that kind of stuff in like one little post like that. So that's like another nugget that you can kind of think to use. So the platforms to focus on right now, rather than spreading yourself thin on a bunch of different like social media platforms, like I know some people build their business through Pinterest and through a like page on Facebook and through their blog. But what we want you guys to focus on is your personal Facebook page and your Instagram, and make sure that your Instagram is public. Your personal Facebook page doesn't necessarily have to be public. I make sure that I set certain posts to public on mine, so that if someone like did see my page, they could, you know, kind of get a little bit of inspiration from, you know, posts that are able to be seen from the public. But most of the pictures of my kids and stuff, I'll still just have like as set to friends can see. And then the biggest thing, you guys, when it comes to building your social media, because this is the question that everybody asks, like, how do I grow my social media? How do I get more people following me? How do I get like more? And it only comes down to consistency and staying consistent, posting those 1 to 2 times a day, staying consistent, sharing your journey, staying consistent, doing your vital behaviors and sharing those vital behaviors in your social media. Sorry, one of my kids just came into the room and like threw me off. I'm good now. You know, when anybody asks me like how I built my business to where I've gotten to today, it only comes down to consistency. And you guys, I don't have like 10,000 followers on Instagram. Okay. I have like a little over 2,100. And that has grown from, you know, the 300 to 400 that I had when I started. But I don't invest a ton of money. I don't invest any money in like running ads to try and attract new people. Like, don't worry about that. Do not focus on that because you're going to overwhelm yourself. Just focus on sharing you and your journey and all of the things that make you like uniquely you. So this is an activity that we like everybody to do, is figure out what your 5 pillars are. These are the 5 things that are kind of like predominant in your life and like what makes you you. Okay. So like family is probably a big pillar if you spend a lot of time with your family. Health and fitness is likely going to be one of your pillars. Your faith could be a pillar. If you work another job, like if you're a teacher or if you're a nurse or you live out on the farm or, Target is one of my pillars because all of my followers know that I'm obsessed with all things Target. And like I get tagged in whatever like new Target meme is going around like social media because everybody knows that I'm obsessed with Target. If you're obsessed with peanut butter, if you love unicorns, like whatever, like find those things that make you like so uniquely you, and make sure that you are covering those 5 topics on your social media over and over and over again. So your social media is not just your family. Your social media is not just health and fitness. Like when people go to my Instagram, I'm going to pull it up right now. And this is a activity that you guys can do like pretty frequently. This is what I like to do to kind of evaluate to make sure that I am sharing kind of a well-rounded view of like myself. Is I'll go to my Instagram and you can like, see your top like little like 12 to 16 squares. And when I go to my page, like what can I see that my pillars are? Okay, I can see that I'm like hanging out with my girlfriends, and I might like click on that and see like what that whole tribe thing is about. I can see that I've had like physical transformation. I can see that I've got 3 kids. So like doing that. So you want to go and like make sure like, am I sharing like only food posts, or do I only have like selfies like all over my page? You want to share enough that there is variety, and so that when somebody comes to your page, you're going to get maybe like 1 or 2 of these little finger scrolls, and they're going to decide if they're going to follow you or not that quick. That's how long. So you really need to kind of pay attention to those top photos that you have and make sure like when someone comes to my page, what are they going to take away from it? Like, can they see that I'm even on a fitness journey? Can they see that I've had a transformation? Can they tell that I have something to offer to them to join me? So keep those things in mind as well when you are posting, or if you need ideas on things to post, like search in the team page, because we've shared graphics. If you search on Pinterest, like there will be ideas of different kind of posts that you can make as a coach. Today's Tuesday, so Transformation Tuesday is always a super popular day to share a side-by-side transformation. So your first goals as a coach, number 1 is we want you to get your product paid for. That means that you need to reach out and help 3 friends or family members get started with whatever it was that like you got started with. If it's like a challenge pack, if your best friend is ready to, we have Lift Forward launching next week, which is going to be like a huge program. There's going to be a lot of momentum built around that because it's a brand new program where you only have to work out 4 days a week for like 30-ish minutes. And it's just going to be like the perfect program for people for the summer. So you guys are coming on at a really incredible time with the launch of that program. So make sure that you are helping leverage that. And do not stress if you're like, I don't know all the things about Lift 4. What if somebody asks me a question and I don't know how to answer it? Like, that's okay. I don't know all the things about Lift 4 either. But, we shared places where you can search for answers, and, we're basically just going to like figure all this out and fail forward together, like as we learn it together. Okay. And a really, really great option if like you have your mom and dad that you want to get healthy, but they're not ready to really start like with fitness, is set them up with the 2B mindset in a challenge pack with Shakeology. That is such an incredible tool. I already set my mom and dad up with it, and they already drink Shakeology. So it is like, we have tools to literally help everybody and anybody, regardless of whether they are able to be like super fit and active or they're just wanting to focus on their nutrition right now. We have something to help everybody. So aim to help at least 3 people this month. Now that means you're going to have to talk to more than 3 people, because on average, I mean, 100% of the people that you talk to and invite are not going to sign up. It's just math. I'm not a mathematician, but typically it's like, for every 10 people that like want info, like maybe 1 will sign up. So you need to keep that in mind, that if you need to increase the number of people that you are signing up and getting started, you need to increase the number of people that you're talking to and inviting. So like I said, 3 to 5 people is going to earn you Success Club. You're going to unlock your Success Starter program and start off that that first month to getting your summit ticket earned. You're going to gain confidence as a new coach, and you're going to help hit your health and fitness goals. So if you are, depending on what program, like talk with your coach and kind of figure out what program you're doing right now, leading up until July 16th when Lift 4 is going to launch, because I think it's going to be really valuable for as many of us as possible to start Lift 4 together. This is going to be an incredible program to help launch your business as a new coach. So talk to your coach, talk to your upline, find out if you can get started with like a round of 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme to kind of tide you over until Lift 4 actually launches. And then really just ride the wave of that new program and just talk about it and share about it and bring all your friends and family in to join. So your coach should have sent you a new coach checklist that is a Google form that you just go through, and it walks you through like a lot of the things that we talked about tonight. It ends with a new coach questionnaire where you can fill out more information about your goals, set up a get started right call with your coach, and then stay engaged in the team page. Hop on calls when you can. But just keep in mind that like the time that we spend together on calls and the time that you spend like watching training videos and stuff like that doesn't replace actually taking action and sharing on your social media and talking to people. Because getting out there and talking to people and sharing what you're doing is what is going to move your business forward and get that paycheck into your pocket. And that is what we want. We don't want anybody like having to pay for their Shakeology like out of their own pocket, because like you can completely get that covered just by sharing your journey. And honestly, bringing in friends and family to do this with you is just the ultimate accountability, and just makes you like more accountable to making sure that you're doing the things to take care of yourself. So anybody have any questions? Yes, Bridget, Haley answered it. Yeah, the info group that we have for Lift 4. If you have people that are wanting to learn a little bit more, you can plug them into that informational group so that you don't have to have all the answers. We will help everybody answer questions in there.
And somebody asked me today, they were like, where are you getting all this information from? Like, where, like, how do you, like Logan said, like, how do you know all this information about Lift 4? And like, I don't. Like, I'm learning as I go. All the stuff we are getting is from the back office. There are a couple people that we are friends with who are in the test group. So we're just getting all the information we can. They give it all to us, you guys. If you go look in the back office and you go to Grow My Business and go to shareable tools or something like that, there is a product toolkit for all of our products, but we're looking at launch 4 right now. So that's where all the videos are. That's where it will talk about who this is for. It'll talk about the program. It'll talk about Joel. This will like give you the breakdown of like the best place, the best thing for people to order. And that's the stuff that we're going to be sharing in the group, and that's where we're getting it from. So don't think that we have like this secret stash of information that we're sharing with everybody. It's all in our office, you guys. But I know as a new coach, like Logan said, you kind of like, you get somebody interested and then you like just like word vomit like Beachbody all over them. And while, sometimes that's good because you are excited, but sometimes they're like, whoa, and I'm done. So if they're interested in Lift 4, just be like, listen, it's a new program and I'm learning about it just like you are, but my team has this info group. No obligation, but can I add you there so that neither one of us miss out on information that's coming out about it? And then let us share with them what we know, and we'll be sharing the prices and everything on how they can get set up and going as early as Monday is whenever people are actually going to be able to be set up with this, but we'll be sharing that closer to the end of the week. But anyway, just wanted to add that too. But you guys are awesome. All right. Any more questions? No. Okay. So go out, help.
And our challenge groups, I believe pretty much everybody's are ongoing. So like our fitness accountability group is an ongoing group. Our mindset makeover group is an ongoing group. So when you have people, even though like we have a calendar, I'm getting ready to upload the June calendar like into the team page, and I'll put suggested like challenge group start dates that you can put like just to kind of create a little sense of urgency for people. But if you have someone sign up like any day, like plug them into whatever group they need to go into, whether it's a fitness group or like the 2B group, at any point in time. There is no like, this is the day that you're allowed to add people and this is the cutoff or anything like that. So you can plug them in at any time. And people who are interested in Lift 4, just plug them into the informational group. And if they end up deciding to purchase, they're just going to stay in that group, and that group will eventually turn into our Lift 4 challenge group.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight and taking the time away from your families to build your business. If you guys have any questions about anything we've gone over, look for it in the team page or post in there. We're more than happy to answer. Part of this now for a lot of us, like it started as being something we were so excited about, like sharing with our best friends and like getting them on health and fitness journeys. And like now I love helping people build amazing businesses because of how much it has done for our families. And so like we want to help you guys not just reach your health and fitness goals. We want to help you reach your business goals as well. So please, please, please ask questions and just keep learning and keep growing and be willing to try new things and be willing to fail and be willing to get back up. But you guys are taking a great first step and being here, being on the call. Now I hope you go out and take action on what we've talked about. All right, guys, we'll see y'all later. Bye.